And we're live. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you for tuning into episode 2. Before we start, we just want to kind of update you on where we've been during this whole crazy time of this pandemic and everything that's happening. I have been very busy getting back into school and changing my career path. Kind of happened very fast, and I've had to do a lot of things during the past couple weeks to get ready for this. And
good things happen when they change quickly. Change is always good in our lives, and we have to learn to adjust to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Flow with life. But for me, I have been doing a lot of graphic and web design, career moves. It's taken up a lot of time, also with school and gardening and exercise and work. Been figuring out this whole balance thing now that we've just been home and things are slowly starting to open here in Florida.
Yeah, and just kind of trying to get back into a normal routine. So, anyways, this was just our little quick update on where we've been, and we went on a little trip up to New York to see some family, and we have just kind of been everywhere. So now that we're kind of getting back into a normal
pattern.
Our normal lives, we can start really
focusing back on our podcast, and
really getting out some episodes.
Since the pandemic, we've been doing a lot of things in nature as well.
Yeah,
even though before we have always done stuff outside, but now it's like amplified because we don't want to be in large groups, or I don't know, it kind of makes me like grossed out to be by a whole bunch of people now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's like I feel like I'm so close to them, but then there's this whole thing about how the government's just trying to control us. But just gotta go with it.
Yeah, ignore that, guys. Sorry, this is my conspiracy theorist part of this relationship here.
We gotta always stay on our toes, question everything.
Yeah.
Can't just believe everything,
Yep.
That's the scientific mind.
Yes. Well, before we turn into the Alex Jones podcast, let's continue with of our routine. We got some questions from you guys from our first episode, which is really mainly what we wanted to do with the podcast, is answer questions from you guys and
giving advice about relationships, communication, life thoughts, everything that we all go through, just in variety of ways.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we'll start it off with this first question, and I think this is probably the hardest question out of all of them, and so go ahead and read it.
All right, the question is, how do you forgive your partner after they have done wrong? Now, I think it would be based on the scale of how big this is, of like what they did wrong to you, because sometimes people are a little dramatic, or maybe like they don't actually take the problem seriously when it is a serious thing that they should be worried about. So I think my thought would be, if it's more on the minimal side, just brush it off. You don't have to hold anger towards them if they didn't listen to you, or just forgot about to do something for you. I would say, I understand why you feel like you should be entitled to, or feel selfish, but you also have to think about maybe what that other person is going through as well, and what's taking up a lot of time on their mind.
I feel like this question is being asked, and this is just how I'm taking the question, as if maybe there was something unfaithful happened in the relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm going to answer it from that perspective, and not just like a minor thing, because I feel like how do you forgive your partner after they've done wrong isn't really minor. It's something major. So I'm just going to answer from that perspective. And I feel like if that were to happen and there was something unfaithful in the relationship, it doesn't really matter about your partner at that point in terms of feelings. Like, I would focus on yourself.
That's a good point.
If something unfaithful in the relationship happened, I feel like if you focus on yourself first and answer some questions about yourself, like, can you forgive this person? First of all, are they, whatever they've done, is it worth forgiving them? Can they be forgiven? Or has whatever they've done to the relationship, is that going to change how you look at them? Is that going to change the relationship?
Well, not just the relationship, to you as well. Are you like deeply wounded? Do you
That's
feel
what I mean,
so betrayed that
Yeah.
you can't, every time you're with this person, you're worrying?
Exactly. Is it always in the back of your mind? And if it is, then I would have I would sit down,
Have some coffee,
maybe just think about,
some veggies.
is this something that you want to fix? Is this something that is worth fixing for you? And if it is, and if you can get past that, then that's when you talk to your partner, sit down with them and go over what they did, how that made you feel, and really put a plan in place on how you can kind of fix and forgive and really move on. Because
it goes with communication. You know, you have to talk to them, and if they're giving you like snotty replies, or if they're just self-centered, then that lets you know that they're not thinking about you. They only care about themselves.
Well, also, what happened in the first place? Why did they do wrong?
Yeah.
What led them to doing wrong? Is there something that needs to be addressed in the relationship in the first place? And I feel like most of the time, if someone is unfaithful in a relationship, something isn't working.
Yeah.
Someone's unhappy, obviously.
Really need to actually...
Yeah, you need to see, is this relationship, worth moving on? But if it's something minor, like, let's move away from being unfaithful. If it's something minor, like, nobody's perfect. Everybody does their own.
We have our faults.
Exactly. So, I mean,
just talking again, communication. If they do something that makes you upset, or you can be like, hey, this kind of bothered me when this happened, and they'll be like, oh, why? And you explain why. Maybe it brings up maybe a past of you that you never resolved in yourself that you were able to get over.
Yeah.
So it goes down to like far deeper psychological reasons, like our childhood and all these crazy things that affect us throughout our life. So until we understand if it's a deeper problem or not, then it's just, you have to go with how it happens.
And I feel like at the end of the day, if you just give it some time, if you sleep on it, let's say, if it's something minor, the next day you wake up and it's like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know?
You can just brush it off.
No, like, talk with them, though. But if it's something minor that you can get over, just talk with them and take some time. Don't overreact, or don't react so fast.
Yeah, just think it through.
Yeah, just think and talk through. That's basically... That's how we'll wrap that up.
Yep. So, next question. Does ethnicity make for a better love connection? Now, I think our ethnicities just make our connection like expand more because we have more to offer to each other. I'm from Honduran background. Jordan is
a mutt. I am from everywhere.
Yep, everywhere. All the freaking European countries in the world.
I feel like... Sorry to cut you off if I did.
No, you didn't.
I don't even consider that an issue or consider that a positive or negative. I just feel like...
It boils down to communication as well.
But I don't even think it's something to
because we
watch
90 Day Fiancé, and they have a lot of cultural differences, and their main problem is they don't communicate well.
You're right.
They're not able to express themselves in the right way, and if they do, it's all about acceptance. Are you willing to accept how this person thinks, how their culture is?
You're right.
So I would say having a mixed interracial whatever relationship with anybody, even a friend or a partner, it's not about
I just feel
it brings worth.
We're so far past, at least in my mind.
For us, personally.
I don't know everyone else. I just feel like it's not even like, I don't know, like people think that's like taboo or something.
I don't know. Yeah, of course it still happens.
That's not what I mean though. Like, I just feel like it's not even an issue. It's not even a thing. Like, we're just two people.
Yeah, we're just people. We don't see our ethnicity as a increase in love or decrease in love.
It doesn't affect
it's still the same amount of love.
It doesn't affect anything. Yeah, like, it's just a thing. I happen to be white and you happen to be Hispanic, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's very cool for me to get to experience, like, her family's culture and getting to know something different. And
same for me.
Probably the same. Yeah,
learn about pierogies and stuff.
It's very interesting, but at the end of the day, it's not. It doesn't affect
it doesn't determine our love value.
Exactly.
Next question: can we invite another couple to discuss perspective? I think further down the line, that would definitely be a possibility, because we want to have like a face reveal episode where we finally shoot live.
Yeah.
But till then, I think it would be fun to talk with other people.
It would be very cool. I'd like to do that. We'd have to kind of plan it out and see, like, what are we going to do? Are we all going to...
Topics, we'll all talk, of course. But
yeah,
we're definitely down for that.
In the future, of course.
And next question.
This is a good one. Do people question our young love and meeting in high school? Did we get a chance to meet or be with other people? And is that a concern?
So, we get this all the time. It never fails. People always question our young love because we are young. I mean, we're in our 20s. But
yeah, I mean, I'm 22. You're 21. Mm-hmm. You're turning 22 soon.
You are too.
I'm 22. And yes, people always ask, because we both have promise rings. I don't know about you. I guess we never really we have talked about it, but like...
we haven't gone in depth.
I wear my promise ring all the time. Yeah. And it's black, and it stands out.
On his white, snowflakey skin.
Up. It stands out, so... I have coworkers that I work with, even just random people. Everybody always asks if I'm married. And that's
basically,
yeah, everyone always asks that, and I always anyways, they always ask if I'm married, and they always ask how old I am and how long I've been with my girlfriend, and I always
he calls me his
22
long-term girlfriend.
And I tell them how long we've been together for 6 years. I don't know if we said that the first episode.
No.
Anyways, I don't know. So yeah, we met in high school. So they always go, "Oh my God, you've been together that long? Like when are you getting married?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Or I've had some people question me. They're like, "Are you sure you want to be with this person?" Like, if I didn't, I would have broken up like so long ago. Duh. I'm not like the kind. At least for me, I'm not the kind of person that would just stay somewhere I'm not uncomfortable with.
Exactly.
And even then, when we were in high school, we would get that question all the time. If it was a year, they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys have been together for so long." I'm like, I guess so. But, yeah. But the second part of this question, meeting in high school, did we get a chance to meet other people or be with other people? And is it a concern? So, yeah, of course, for me, I met other people. I saw how they were. It's not a concern for me at all. Because I guess you could say, like, I just knew that I wanted to be with Jordan.
Yeah.
So I had no problem being with him forever. Like, just having him as my love partner.
Yeah, I don't have an issue at all. I think it's actually cool that I have got to grow up, change, and still be with Natalia. Because it just shows how... strong our connection is.
Yeah, we get to evolve together.
People grow and people change. I am not the same kid I was 6 years ago at all. I'm 100% different. I am not the same person. I don't like the same things. I don't do the same things.
Same.
We're not the same, and we've grown together and changed together, and I just feel like that is strengthened our relationship in so many ways that it would be so hard to duplicate that or to replicate that with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, I can't experience how we grew up together.
How our love has grown
exactly
stronger.
With anybody else. And I don't want to at all. Like, every time, I don't know, like, I can't see myself being with anyone else. I don't want to be with anyone else. It doesn't make any sense for me to. I have no reason to go anywhere.
Exactly.
We're
He's
so
stuck
happy
here.
together, and no matter what, like, we fight, we do all other things like
argue, of
relationships.
course.
Everyone does, but we always get through it, and it doesn't matter because, like, at the end of the day, we're
want
together.
to be together.
Exactly.
We don't want to be apart.
So
It just boils down to that.
Is that a concern? No. Yeah, we answered that.
So, last question. Physically, did we automatically fit or was it a progress? Now, for me, I don't know. I'm kind of confused on this question, but I think if there was physical attraction, and I would say yes, because I have to be attracted to somebody physically first, to like be like, oh, he's cute, but like, oh, I like his height, you know. The all determining measurement of love is the height difference.
Oh my God. Okay.
But I mean, we got used to each other's like bodies. I don't know what that means.
Did you automatically fit or progress?
And
I don't know. I'll answer that question in a different way. Like, did we fit in, not physically, like, just did we get, I don't know,
vibes?
Like, no, was it
Feel my
awkward
vibes?
between us when we first met? And I mean, it was because of how young we were, I would say.
Yeah, we didn't really know how to navigate
like,
properly.
Yeah, like, I don't know. You don't really know. You're awkward in high school.
Yeah.
Especially we were young when we met. So, yeah, it was
literally
awkward, and it took time to kind of figure everything out. But we were friends first. I mean, I think that's really...
what set our foundation is like we didn't date right away.
Yeah, we started off as kind of friends first and like
made jokes.
Really, and just kind of like hung out. It wasn't like
Of course, he liked me, but we were
to me it was from day one. I wanted to date her, but it wasn't. I don't know. Like when we started hanging out, it was more of like just kind of hanging out. I don't know.
Yeah, like, you know how you hang out with your friends. You're just talking, but you get to know them slowly. And like now, I think our body language is way more easily read. Like, compared 6 years ago, I'm able to read Jordan's face, his body language.
I mean,
he can do that to me very well. He'll be like, "What's wrong?" I'll be like, "Nothing," and he'll know, you know. But yeah, progress is part of our relationship and growing with each other.
We definitely fit in perfectly now, I think.
Yep. So. And I mean, like we said, we're always growing and changing, but we'll always be there for each other.
Yep. And this seems like the last question, so we'll go ahead and end it here. Just thank you for tuning in, and
we'll be coming out with more podcasts. Give us more questions below in our comments.
Please.
Our Instagram. I know we haven't
YouTube.
Been that active on there, but we thank you for sticking around, and we'll be posting more about this upcoming podcast.
Yeah, you can comment. You can DM us on there. You can leave comments on YouTube, like anything.
We're ready for the questions.
Keep engaged, and it'll make our podcast more interesting when we answer you guys' questions
or whatever topics you want to talk
maybe
about as well.
Topics as well, anything. So
thank you guys for tuning in. Next podcast.
See ya.
Bye.